Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, surplus F16s are put up for sale by a Florida company. Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster completed its first trip around the sun. And Bell announces the 200th delivery of the Bell 505 Jet Ranger X. Welcome, I'm Sophie Hurlock. Jet Lease of Palm Beach, Florida has listed an F16 AM Block 20 midlife update aircraft for sale on its website. The plane was acquired for Jordan, which has been liquidating some of its older models of F16s after the country bought newer models from Belgium and the Netherlands between 2008 and 2017. The company also says it has 3 similar aircraft available, which could form a mini squadron of airplanes for a private owner. What's different about this sale is these are not demilitarized airplanes. They are functioning combat aircraft being marketed to contract air services to provide adversary support as well as test and development services to the U.S. and allied governments. According to Jet Lease, potential buyers are required to comply with strict international traffic and arms regulations designed to prevent those who should not be operating such aircraft from doing so. Today's Around the Patch is coming up right after these messages.
The Sling 2, a modern, economical flight training airplane for today's pilots. 120-knot cruise, sporty handling, sliding bubble canopy, modern glass panel, and dependable Rotax power. Available in LSA or kit versions. Check it out at airplanefactory.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Do you have any story suggestions for this, any of our other programming, or website? Just send an email to news-spy@aero-news.net. We'd love to hear from you. Welcome back. Let's take a quick look at some interesting stories coming out of the aviation industry. It's time for today's trip around the patch. After recent bad press involving pilots suspected of being under the influence, United Airlines will now require 12 hours of alcohol abstinence from their pilots before each flight. The FAA currently only requires a minimum of 8 hours alcohol abstinence, making United Airlines' policy one of the toughest in the business. On August 13th, pilot Shari Dre Rupp filed a lawsuit against her former employer, NetJets, after being told at 5 feet and 2 inches tall she was too short to fly one of the company's planes. In her suit, Dre Rupp says she was told she was unable to reach the rudder pedals of the company's Phenom 300 after completing extensive training and being measured to ensure she would be able to fly all of the company's planes. Dre Rupp is being supported by attorney Gloria Allred, who has a history of working on behalf of women's rights. NASCAR offered free tickets to the Bristol Motor Speedway race last weekend to the first responders who rushed to the scene of an airplane accident involving former driver Dale Earnhardt Jr. Earnhardt, his wife, and daughter were aboard a private jet that exited the runway at Elizabeth Municipal Airport last Thursday and hit a fence. The aircraft caught fire, but all 5 people who were on board the aircraft escaped with minor injuries. Senator Jim Inhofe is introducing legislation to promote workforce development, especially in aviation, in Oklahoma. Kratos Defense and Security plans to hire over 500 people in the next 3 to 5 years in Oklahoma to build state-of-the-art jet drones to fly alongside Department of Defense fighter forces. We'll be right back with the rest of the news.
Today is a new dawn.
With a new name.
Un nuevo logotipo.
A new factory.
Und einem globalen Kundenfokus.
We are Continental Aerospace Technologies, and we stand behind you.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
than 550 days after being launched into space, the red Tesla Roadster and its mannequin occupant Starman have completed their first orbit around the sun. The elliptical orbit took more than 762 million miles, vastly exceeding the car's 36,000-mile warranty. The Roadster won't be even remotely close to Earth again until November 5th of 2020, when it'll be 32.2 million miles away. After that, it'll be a long time before Starman will be close to home again, with estimates saying it'll be 2047 before the car and its passenger will be able to get a celestial exit back to Earth. But SpaceX may go out and intercept the Roadster before this happens. Elon Musk hopes he can mount a manned mission to Mars as soon as 2030, so interplanetary travel could be a reality by the time Starman is within reach again. Bell has confirmed delivery of the 200th Bell 505 Jet Ranger X to Austria-based operator Hubafly Helicopter GmbH. The aircraft will be used for corporate transport. The first delivery of the Bell 505 occurred back in March of 2017 to Pylon Aviation. The Bell 505 Jet Ranger X was developed with the support of a customer advisory panel focused on honoring the legacy of the renowned Bell 206 Jet Ranger while enhancing performance, technology, and cost of operations. The aircraft has continued to garner attention from operators in a variety of segments, including electronic news gathering, law enforcement, helicopter emergency, medical services, corporate transportation, and utility missions. With a speed of 125 knots and a useful load of 1,500 pounds, the Bell 505 incorporates proven dynamic components, advanced aerodynamic design, and a dual-channel FADAC Turbo Mecha Aries 2R engine. And that wraps up our show for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe and check us out on Twitter and on Facebook. For the latest aviation and aerospace news any time of the day, head over to Aero-News.net. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow.